Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Leadership Arena, a podcast that allows a space to explore leadership practices and perspectives of people who are in the arena. An organization encompasses so many people serving in different roles, and all these moving parts have to come together to make things happen. It's really quite extraordinary to have so many people with a shared vision and belief. Walnut Valley Unified is very fortunate to have passed bond measure WV. And here with us today is Suzanne Beach, who plays an integral role in making sure every detail of projects across the district are tended to. Today, we're going to delve in and learn a little bit about leadership from a broader lens. Suzanne, tell us a little bit about your current role and what you like most about it.
My current role is director of purchasing. And that pretty much encompasses what I tell people anything you see at a district or at the district office at the school site comes through purchasing. Purchasing touches everything. So we plan and coordinate, organize. I supervise the daily purchasing warehouse functions and delivery activities. They include orders that come from the school site, receiving to the warehouse, the mail that goes inter-district and to the post office, obsolete, deliveries, and even construction bids. So again, anything that would go through to the school sites comes purchasing touches it. And what I like most about my job is the people that I work with, helping people. Um, Different opportunities. Every day is different, so there's different opportunities. It's a growing experience for me, and overall, it's enjoyable. I really love what I do.
I love how you said everything gets touched by purchasing because it's true. I think a lot of us call you first and say, I'm not sure if this is your department, but where do I go? And so just know that that's really noticed and appreciated by everybody.
And that's true. We do get a lot of calls that might go to another department, but we still focus with them and try to meet their needs and then direct them to the correct office that they need to talk to.
What three qualities are most important for a leader in your role to have?
I think to limit it to three qualities is hard to do. So I'm going to probably say more than the three qualities, but I think the most important one for me as a director of purchasing would be integrity. Also, the ability to delegate. Since we do so much in purchasing, the ability to delegate. I can't do it everything on my own. I have a great team that supports me. Empathy. I think patience and the ability to be flexible.
You have such a big team. And I think what's interesting about the purchasing department is that they are not all with you all the time. It's not like you can walk outside of your office and they're right there. Everybody's so busy during the day visiting all of the different sites and places throughout the district. So I'm wondering how you foster a culture of teamwork and trust since you're not all together all the time. What does that look like for you?
We do meet on a daily basis. I mean, I know some people have staff meetings once a month. We have one every morning. I meet with the warehouse men and then the ladies in the office, and we review what needs to be done each and every day. So everybody knows what their roles are, what their responsibilities are for the day, and how we can help each other. Everybody's a team in there. So if we're lacking in one area, everybody jumps in on that job responsibility and we focus and we work on that together as a team. I think also to let them know that they're respected and appreciated, and that if they have a complaint, feel free to vent in our department, but that's where it stays. Let it go. So when they're out there meeting the public and school sites, they have an optimistic and positive approach out there. And then to be considerate, don't take it personally when you come back from a school site that you don't know how somebody else's day is going to be. So if they're short with you on something, just be acceptable of their situation, not knowing what they're dealing with.
Creating that safe space is really important because I think sometimes people do need to just talk through their challenges to feel like they're not alone and that their struggle matters, but to also have a team that doesn't let you get stuck there.
Mhm.
That's a great approach.
I think we also do a lot of celebrating in our department. We like to have fun. So we like to plan different events and have fun within our own department. We also cross train all the employees. So if somebody is out on a delivery or doing the mail or out on vacation or sick, we are all cross trained. So everybody can help. And hopefully, when people reach out to us, if they call me and I'm not available, one of my support staff will be there to help them. So cross training is a big factor for us.
Describe one of your biggest challenges right now that you guys are facing over there and explain how you guide your team in moving past those. I hear that you guys meet regularly and you talk through them, but could you tell us a little bit more about how you move that whole team through those challenges?
I think, again, there's several challenges that we deal with, but right now, I think, and this is always that there's a high demand from our department, and we do have a smaller staff. So high demand that we service the district office and 15 school sites, that we want to make sure that when that person calls us, their request is top priority. And then the next school site calls, that request is also top priority. So we do meet and say, okay, who can handle this today and who can handle this? And then just also to be very flexible, because we may have our day planned that we're going to go out on deliveries or we're going to do something else. And that may change on a dime and we'll have to refocus and say, now, no, this is what we're going to do. So we have to be very flexible and accommodating, I think, to everybody's request, because that's what we're here for. We're here to serve the sites and the district and provide customer service.
I think it's been really amazing to get to learn a little bit about what you do in the purchasing department and how crucial communication is between the school sites and the district office and your department. Many of us are reaping the benefits of Measure WV. So I'm wondering, with that many huge projects, what organizational strategies do you use to make sure you're getting to everything and that nothing's getting overlooked? I mean, from the tiniest detail of clocks in new classrooms to classroom furniture for 14 different rooms or a music center, how do you keep it all organized?
I make lists for everything. I have to-do lists for a day, for the week, for the month. Post-it notes are my friend. So I do have post-it notes everywhere, and I leave post-it notes for the staff that this has to be done and this has to be done. I do a lot of follow-up. When I do have a project, especially with the construction, I do have binders that keeps me on track when things have to be done, a timeline for everything. And I have my calendar on the computer that I refer to. It has the due dates. It reminds me of due dates. And I always put everything in a day or two before it's actually due. That allows me to have enough time to do it by the due date.
It really shows, and we're really grateful. I know I always think of specific to Collegewood, like what did that look like on the receiving end of that? But I'm also very aware of all these other projects that are happening throughout the district, and it's pretty amazing to see so many come together. So we really appreciate all that you're doing.
I would like to encourage anybody that wants to come into purchasing just to see how it functions, because I think a lot of people are surprised that we have the warehouse and how many things go on in the warehouse. So I always welcome anybody if they want to come visit us. So come and take a look. I'll give them a tour and explain a little bit more of what we do.
I think it's really rare to work in a school district with so many exceptional people and to have so many people who are willing to kind of teach us and widen our perspective. That saying of iron sharpens iron, I really feel it. When I started this podcast, I was hoping to highlight the leadership practices and beliefs that we see here on a daily basis, but it's also rooted in my love of Teddy Roosevelt's speech, The Man in the Arena. So, what we've been asking all of our podcast guests is which line of that poem most resonates with you and why?
What highlighted for me in that poem was, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement. And when I read that, I looked at it and thought, of my roles that I've had here at the district and how it prepared me to be a director. So when I started with the district, I started as a clerical assistant in purchasing and then moved up to a purchasing clerk and then the buyer position and warehouse supervisor and now director. So I think that I look back on that and how it did prepare me to be the director, um, where I worked hard for each of those positions. And now think that gives me the ability to understand what my support staff is doing and to be able to be there to support them when they need it.
I love that. All right. Are you ready to kind of lighten the tone a little bit? We're going to do 5 fast favorites with WVAA. So I'm going to give you a quick question and then just tell me the first thing that pops into your mind so we can get to know you on a little bit of a deeper level.
Okay.
None of these will be work related.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
Favorite dessert?
Any kind of pie.
Favorite way to relax?
Laying in the pool.
And best book you ever read?
Best book I ever read and still read daily is the Bible.
And your go-to song that always gets you up and moving?
Happy.
All right. Suzanne, thank you so much for the many ways you add touches of magic to every event and school site and department. Thank you for spending time with us, and thank you for daring greatly and encouraging other people to do the same. We will see you all in the arena.
Thank you.